Welcome back to the garage. These are the step bars off of my F150, and as you can see, they're pretty rotted as well. And I didn't think they were this bad until I started trying to clean them up to paint them. And we got a little poke through there and there. So what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna fix these. I'm also gonna do a catch-up video, I guess, if you want to call it that, on the truck and show you what I did to the undercarriage as far as painting it with the rust converter, and well, not painting it, but brushing on the rust converter, and then I'm going to paint it black as well. So we'll show you how that looks. All right, so I cut out this piece of metal, and I'm just going to lay it on here and trace around it with a marker. Hopefully there's enough good metal to weld to. We'll see. I know this is round tubing, but I don't have any of this 3-inch tube. We're just gonna put flat stock in there. And I think most of it, this is underneath anyway, so we're not gonna see it. And now I'm just gonna use my cutoff wheel on my Milwaukee. Looks pretty good. All right, let's have at it. All right, we got the patch in there now. I'll bring you guys down so you can get a better look at it. Well, we got the patch in there. Let me just bring it down. You can see I got the magnet holding it. And the gaps are a little bit big, but I don't care. I'll fill them in with welding. Not a big deal. All right, let's weld this in. First one's done. It's not pretty. I had the setting too high, and I blew through, and then getting back to a good looking weld was impossible at that point. But we'll do better on this side because I got the setting right on the welder. And that looks better right off the get-go. So we should be able to seam that right in, and I'll come back when I'm done because I want to avoid damaging my camera. All right, those welds came out a tad bit better. Again, they're not perfect. I don't claim to be a professional welder. But like I said in the past, I can get two pieces of metal to stick together and stay there. So let me dress that up with the grinding wheel, and then I'll show you what the finished result is. Okay, it's ground down, and that's perfect. I mean, filled the hole. All I gotta do now is just prime it and paint it. It should be fine. Same as this one. All right, the holes are patched on this end. Now we gotta come down here and tackle this down here. And there's a lot that needs to be welded down here. And I think the other sides are probably just as rotted. Let's flip it over here and see. This one here is okay. A little rot on that one side, which is here, but this one is rotted on both sides. See there, it's poked through there too. So this one's going to be a bit exciting to fix, to say the least. But we're going to get it done. All right, I'm going to cut these out, and first I'm going to make a patch. All right, guys, now I got this patch I got to do, and I got to admit that I don't know how much longer I'm going to get out of these bars. I think what I'm going to have to do eventually is cut all the supports off cut the down loops off and just go with a piece of square. I might get another winter or two out of these. We'll see. So basically I took this flat piece of stock, I bent it multiple times in the vise to get it to kind of get that shape. Now we're not building a show truck here. I'm gonna sink that in, weld it, and I'm gonna cover it with a little body filler so it doesn't look terrible, because this part's actually gonna show. So let me mark it out, cut it out, and weld it in. Well, this is the last hole. This is the biggest hole. And what I've been noticing on the other patches is, even though I've gone back to what I consider good metal, even though I'm on a really light setting on the welder, it's still blowing through because the inside of this tube is really rusty and rotted. So I'm just gonna patch this with a piece of sheet metal just to keep the water from going inside of there. I'm gonna cut the rust out, and I'm just gonna bend a piece of sheet metal across this, and that's it. Well, it's a sheet metal patch that I put on. I'm not even gonna grind the weld because it's on the back side. You're not gonna see it. I'm just gonna paint it, and that's it. Should keep the water from going in there, and I cut all the rust out, so hopefully it'll keep the rust from spreading. I highly doubt it because of how bad these things are, but I got it patched pretty good. So let's move on to the next step. Just gonna mix up a little Bondo just to make a pot that shows on the outside look a little better. All right, let's put it on. Before it starts to get super hard. And again, it's not, I'm just doing this to kind of try to make it look a little better. No other reason. That's pretty hard now. Let's just smooth it out a little bit. All right, I'm gonna work on this. I'll come back. Let's sand it down. I mean, there's still some pitting in there. I'm gonna smooth it out some more. I really should skim it again, but the Bondo is no good at this point. I threw it out. Actually, I probably could skim that one more time. Put a little bit in there, but it looks better than it did. And again, these things are just gonna rust out, so I'm working on this side right now. Let's do a little bit more. And again, this is just because this area here is on the outside and you're going to see it. You can see the pitting, but it's better than looking at a patch. So I'll take that. Like I said, it should take another coat of Bondo, but it'll look fine once it's on the truck. You won't even notice. So this is what the frame looks like once you put the rust converter on it. You can see I missed a few spots down in there, but for the most part, it seems to have encapsulated the rust. And you can see I got some stuff on the ground here from cleaning it yesterday. And down inside there, as well as over there. That was a pretty nice job. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna paint it with black. I think it's black epoxy paint. I'm not sure. Might be enamel, but we're gonna do that now. Alright guys, the bottom's all painted. As you can see, it looks really nice. A frame. I got the clear coat, well not clear coat, I got the epoxy paint on there. Came out really nice. Alright, now all I gotta do is paint these. And I can see they're already starting to surface rust because the body shop wasn't ready for them. Hopefully he'll be there ready for them soon enough. Well, it's about 5 months later, and I'm finally getting to painting these. Springtime in New England again, and we'll go over the truck in a minute to show you how well the paint over rust and the fluid film worked over a New England winter. So first of all, let's get back on these. I'm going to finish painting these up. You can see there's the weld work I've done. Another patch there. So we're going to paint these up, let them dry, and we're going to install them back on the truck. Alright guys, this is what it looks like after I brought it to the body shop. And it came out really nice. Absolutely shadowy here, but look underneath. All painted, and that's the factory undercoating that's been sprayed on. So it's in fantastic. Came out fantastic. And for a comparison, this is what it used to look like. So I'll get down on this side here, and you can see there. I mean, that's a hole right there. The cab corner is completely gone over here. And as we transition down, it doesn't get much better. The bars are back on. I mean, they don't look brand new, but they're good enough. Better than having to jump up in the truck again. I can actually stand on it. Very nice. Alright guys, this one was 6 months in the making. But she's done. Finally. Don't look bad. They don't look bad at all. And the underneath held up pretty good for the winter. With the paint over rust and the fluid film. Not bad. That was a good test of winter. I got some more I want to do underneath here this summer. I'm going to get under here and I'm going to really clean it all up, do the whole thing. But for now, she's good. And you can see in there, stainless steel hardware. We should be in good shape. Alright guys, maybe I can get another 4 or 5 years out of this truck. Who knows? Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.